going on, guys? King Strats here, back with another video on the channel, and today we are going to Burger King because they dropped an Italian royal chicken sandwich, similar to what Wendy's did with their new Italian mozzarella chicken, but they made their own spin on it using their new royal chicken sandwich, which I said I wouldn't go back to Burger King because they got rid of my favorite chicken, but something new comes out, we do still have to honor that, and we have the drop we're doing and get our review in, so we got that, and I also want to try out their other royal chicken sandwich that I never got because we were there anyway, and the rest were just app bonuses that I got because I got frequent fatty points. So that is what's going on today. We have got a new review, fresh and piping hot. So if you want to see more of these reviews, of course, drop a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, all of the cringy YouTube stuff, but I have to say it and it still cringes me out. But let's open up some of these boys and let's start off with this. This is their royal chicken sandwich. This is the only one that I didn't get last time, which is the bacon Swiss. It looks bigger than the other one that I saw, but I haven't had it, so we will find out if that one is any good. It does look decent, but I'm still mad at Burger King. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Now, this is the Italian chicken sandwich that they have, the royal chicken sandwich. I did make one change using the app because I'm learning from my mistake I made at Wendy's, so I did get extra sauce. You can see there's so much sauce on here that is seeping through the package, and I don't have any issue with that whatsoever. So that is the royal chicken sandwich. It doesn't have the mozzarella patty that Wendy's has, but it has just the cheese on there, so I don't have high expectations for it, but you always got to keep an open mind. You never know, these things might be good, but I'm still mad at BK. I know I said that already. I'll stop complaining. I'm sorry. Let's not be negative. And I got a hamburger because I got a free hamburger, because if you use the app, you get a free hamburger. So this is a rodeo burger, actually. So the rodeo burger has the onion rings and the barbecue sauce, which I really enjoy. I ordered the worst nuggets in the fast food game. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like them, but they're like cheap, and I wanted to get extra zesty sauce because it's my favorite condiment that Burger King has. And this is the free cheeseburger that we have over here. Why am I showing you just the package? That thing looks struggle in it, but yeah, just cheeseburger. It's just a cheeseburger. And one of the best things that Burger King has, which is their onion rings, which I use with the zesty sauce, as well as I do have some Mountain Dew Pitch Black Zero, which actually hasn't come out yet. You can see the not for sale thing, but if you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you saw I did a review on it. So I've only taken one sip of it. I know what it tastes like. It is very good, but I'm gonna do it again just because, well, I gotta drink it, right? So that's what we got for the lineup today. One of these mid nuggets, and we have a large. They gave me a free Diet Coke. Because they do use apps when you use fast food restaurants. I'm telling you, you just get so many perks, and I only ordered 2 sandwiches and I got the rest of the stuff using like rewards points and all of that good stuff, the offers that they have. If you don't use the apps, always use the apps. Even if you're outside the restaurant, just use it anyway. But let's get into this video, and we will hop right in with the Italian royal chicken sandwich. Look at the difference with the difference between these two. So these are the same buns, but this one has a lot more stuff going on it. I haven't really checked the patty or anything like that, but that is what the inside looks like. Extra sauce, like I said, the mozzarella cheese, the brioche bun, and the smaller patty as opposed to the chicken because they had to change it. Let's just bite into this bad boy and see what's going on. It's good. I want to be mad at Burger King, but the sandwich is pretty good. The patty is pretty moist. The sauce isn't the best sauce in the world. I'm not having high expectations from a fast food place, but getting extra definitely doesn't make this dry at all. Let's just get a bite with like a lot of cheese on it, see. I mean, for what it is, it does the job. It's pretty good. Obviously, I'm not expecting anything too crazy from Burger King. I wouldn't say you have to like go crazy to get it. Wendy's is still better than this as well, but it is not bad from a standpoint of just judging this on one off. If I was going to pick between the two, being honest, I would take the Wendy's one over this, but not really a complaint about it. I do like the fact that they used the brioche bun. It holds up to a lot of sauce. If you're going to get any of these, I would suggest using the app and asking for extra sauce. You don't have to necessarily, or you can ask through the drive-thru. But I feel like How much does this thing cost? Toretto, man, my guy. He's off to the races, man. If you don't know, I've said this a few times, I'm sorry to break off the review completely, but some people are new and they don't know the whole Toretto thing. So I have someone who lives near me who drives like a souped up car, and for whatever reason in a lot of my videos, he seems to be leaving his house and taking off, and you hear like that was a nice sound in the background, and I just started calling him Toretto because of the Fast and the Furious movie. Dominic Toretto being Vin Diesel, for people who don't know. So it just became a running joke, and I say it every time. So I'm aware of the fact that some of you may not know. You're like, who the heck is Toretto? That's Toretto. Good kid, no issues. I just think it's funny that it's just always like the in the background because he's got the loud pipes and all that stuff. But let's get back to the sandwich. I just bit all the chicken out of here. There's no chicken left in this. All the sauce does make the chicken lose its crispiness, which usually comes on the Royal sandwich. If I was judging this without bias, admittedly I have a slight bias because I'm still upset that they got rid of my favorite sandwich, which was the chicken. But even though with that, it is a good sandwich. I wouldn't say you had to go crazy looking out of your way to get it. But if you happen to be a person who likes Burger King and you want it, I do think that you'll enjoy this sandwich. But I know most people, as I said, are going to ask which one's better between Burger King and Wendy's. I always give full disclosure. Wendy's is better just for the overall quality of the chicken. And I actually do think Wendy's has a better marinara sauce, which is weird because Burger King actually uses marinara sauce because they have mozzarella sticks. And their sauce at Wendy's just comes across as a little bit more of like a, I know it's going to sound crazy, like a robust flavor. I'm eating bread. I'm eating bread. That's how you know I'm fat. But giving the sandwich a rating, I would give it like a 6.5 out of 10. It's a good sandwich. It's not great, but I would still definitely eat it. Just wouldn't like go crazy trying to find it. But I would go crazy trying to get these onion rings. Some of these mid nuggets out. And let's go into this one. The Burger King Royal Chicken Sandwich is what replaced the Chicken. And it's pretty much the same sandwich of the other one I had. It's just a smaller patty. The price is the same, so I still don't think it's a bad sandwich, the ones that I had, but I'm not going to get into Chicken because people are going to say I'm being negative, and I'm not. Okay, I just miss it, okay? Okay, but anyway, this is the bacon Swiss. So there's a good amount of bacon on here. Got 2 tomatoes. Tomatoes actually look pretty good, pretty uniform. The chicken, I don't know if it's crispy. We'll find out. And then there's also their Royal sauce, which I think is the same as their savory sauce, as well as the cheese on here, which is the Swiss. So let's get a bite. I want to dislike these so bad. They're actually not bad. I just feel like now with the value for dollar, it doesn't add up as well. The Chicken was like 5 and change and was a much bigger patty, but I guess that's because they were losing money, so I can't fault them on that. You got to do what you got to do. But if I was just judging this chicken sandwich in a one-off, I do think it's good. I wouldn't put it in the Chicken Wars good, but talking about the pros, the chicken is actually still crispy, which is good. The patty, sorry to show you bitten, but we got to get a cross section somehow. That's the last time I'll show your crumbs. Is pretty moist. The bacon and the Swiss, the bacon, there's lots of bacon on here, which is good. The Swiss, there's about 2 or 3 slices on here also. They give you a lot of tomato, and the brioche always holds up well. Overall, for a fast food chicken sandwich, what once was the best, I would put the Royal probably somewhere around 5th. It's still better than McDonald's, but it's not better than the big ones, the KFC, the Popeyes, the Chick-fil-A's, and even Jollibee's to throw in there as well. There might be a few more, but I would put it somewhere around the middle of the pack now. If this sandwich was like a couple of dollars cheaper, I feel like mayo and mustache. We'll get a little more value for dollar, but if I was judging this just off of the price point and everything else, what once was like, to me, like a 9.7 out of 10 has dropped down to probably a 6.9 out of 10. which still isn't a bad sandwich. And I still think it is pretty good. I don't really have overall complaints about the quality of the sandwich. It's more of just now the price point. When you're comparing this to Popeyes, KFC, even Chick-fil-A, the sandwich is actually like cheaper at those places than this. So that's why I'm saying value for dollar wise. It's not necessarily saying, oh, it's too expensive, but when you're judging based off of similarity, those other sandwiches are better quality for less price. And that's where that comes from. But if somebody just gave me the sandwich, like, I would still definitely eat it. It's not nasty at all. And if I had to pick a variation, it might be this bacon and Swiss, because of the extra stuff that you have on here. It makes up for the patty being smaller. Also because it doesn't come with pickles. But still good. We indeed move. What for me is still one of my favorite value menu burgers, the Rodeo Burger at Burger King. Sorry for that. Comes with onion rings, barbecue sauce on a regular hamburger style patty, and it costs about $1.79, which is cheaper than the other places. And for some reason, these are just nostalgia in a bun for me. I've said this a bunch of times, but I ate these all the time when I was younger. There used to be a Burger King near a park. We would hang out, like me and the boys, and we used to like try to talk to these girls and stuff. And like, I don't know, for whatever reason, we always ended up at this Burger King. And if the date, because they were like kind of blind dates, like we would try to set each other up, whatever. If it went bad, why am I telling this story? It was gonna be alright because I had me like 2-3 rodeo burgers. So I'll sit there in the park. It always went that way. I gotta bite into this sandwich. I'll keep going with the story. That was funny. It just tastes like rejection, bro. It wasn't necessarily rejection. So what happened was this. I'm gonna throw a couple more onion rings on here though. They got 3. It's not like it's a lot, but you can't have too many little onion rings. I also like the barbecue sauce because it's pretty sweet. I just want some crispier O-rings on here. Okay. So what would usually happen is, like, because there were like, usually 4 or 5 of us, we would have like somebody that we were talking to, or me or one of my friends is talking to would bring their friends and kind of set it up. So it was like a blind date kind of thing. We did it a lot, funny enough. So sometimes it just didn't work out. Sometimes, because again, this is an era where camera phones, because I'm talking, 7th, 8th grade, early 2000 type of stuff, and camera phones really weren't a thing yet, so we didn't know what anybody looked like. So you were walking in blind. Like, you would talk on the phone, maybe you liked the voice and you vibe, but sometimes there was just no attraction. Like, I would think, okay, like, nah, respectfully, but in my head I'm like, nah, she's kind of mid, so you weren't really feeling it. Maybe somebody thought I was mid, one of my friends, but there was always like a funny argument. Some of my friends were kind of wild, so like, they would, like, how it gets when you're like teenagers and stuff. You say stupid stuff, or you be, so it was always like some kind of thing where you'd be like, one would be like, let's go, and be trying to leave, and the other ones be like, okay, but I'm feeling her, she's feeling me, or vice versa, and you get it. So sometimes you be sitting there and you be mad because you don't want to be there no more because it's chalked. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes there's like an amphitheater at this park. You know what an amphitheater is? Like, there's a stage, but it's on the floor, and then the bleachers kind of go upward. There's an amphitheater, and I'll be like right at the top of the amphitheater, bro, just like, I'm ready to go. And you grab you a rodeo burger because it was $1 back then, and you just sit there. I remember one particular time, the girl that they set me up with, she had a little bit of an attitude. Like, why are you talking like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, she just came in with the wrong kind of vibe. So I was like, no, I'm not even gonna try. Like, whatever, bro, give me a rodeo burger. And I sat up there. So I had $5, bro. So I had $5. And so I always did the same thing. I grabbed me 3 rodeo burgers, small drink, and a value fryer, onion rings, right? Boom. So I sit up there with my burgers, and my friends be talking to me all over because, like, there's over here, boom, boom, sitting up top. I mean, I'm trying to get out of here. So the girl, because she realized that I wasn't feeling it, she kind of came over, she sat, she's like, is everything okay? And I'm sitting here like, got my zesty sauce and whatever, man. But I'm not a jerk, so I wasn't gonna, like, say nothing, but I ain't want to talk. So finally she sits next to me and she's like, so I remember she goes, can I have one? And you know how it would be, man. You like, I'm not a jerk, so I was like, nah, I'm just playing. I give her one, so I give her a burger. She said, what is this? It's a rodeo burger. You never have a rodeo burger? I'm a foodie, bro, so you know what passion kicked in. So she's like, no, they gave me fries in here, dub. That's not 2 fries, bro. So I'm like, you never have a rodeo burger? So of course I perk up. She's like, no. It's my first time on a rodeo burger. I saw this is about to be a dub. I didn't say dub because obviously I don't know what the hell I said. Probably gonna say it was the bomb or whatever. I don't know what we said back then because I'm old. But so I gave her the burger. She wrapped burger. She bit burger. She's like, oh, this is good. And we started vibing after that. We ended up dating for like, like a year. It was funny how it started. Rodeo burger saving relationships since 2000. That's what I'm saying. So I let her have 3 of my onion rings. I said, now you doing it wrong. I'll get you the zesty sauce. So I plopped it down. Gave her an onion ring. I said, dip it. She went like this. I said, no. You gotta get in there. You think I'm joking, bro. Like, I really was like that. So I said, you gotta get all in there like this. She said, like this. Yeah. She went, and she's like, oh my God, it's so good. I said, no, I got you. So after that, I was like, yo, my bad, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you seem a lot nicer now. I apologize. And we ended up vibing. Got to the point where my boy, who was with his like actual girl, they weren't vibing, so they started fighting.
That's a W if you ask me.
It's not a W. Whoever subscribed to the Twitch, thank you, man. I know I forget, okay? I just rewired my whole computer for the 4th time in 3 days. I hate hanging wires, bro, so now it's all clean. Anyway. So he wanted to leave now. And now I'm enjoying my burger and my zesty sauce in the company. So now he comes and sits down. So I gave him a burger. So I only had 1 burger. He's like, let me get a burger, bro. I said, bro, where your money at? Forgot it at home. Oh, man. That was my bro. So I gave him a burger. So she came sat down. She said, everybody got Burger King, but not me. So they was fighting. But you know how it be when you're fighting? You get that there's food in their attitude. You know what I'm talking about? Like when your mom be mad at you and she don't really understand you, but she feel bad. Maybe she beat your ass. But then they come in later and be like, there's food in there. That's their way of apologizing. So he gave her the burger. Gave her half. She ate it. They vibed. They reconciled. Rodeo burgers. Saving relationships since the 2000s. Now they gotta do something about these damn nuggets though. So I'm gonna try to eat one of these. What do they make those with? Like spackle? The texture's so off on those. I mean, it only costs like $1. Let's keep it a stack. If you pay less than $2 for 8 nuggets, even Mickey D's, I think 2 4-pieces is $2. So nah, just trash. Matter of fact, didn't it used to be $1.50 for 10 nuggets? Sorry, passion. Maybe if I add it to this burger with zesty sauce, it'll save it. So we do a little zesty on here. Stop. 2 of these deer ankle nuggets. Matter of fact, brisket for the biscuit, we'll go 3. Flame broiled, save me. A little zesty sauce. I don't know, bro. Wait a minute. I got bacon and a tomato. Don't ask me why I got it. It was free. So, this one's for the boys. Matter of fact, ladies, y'all can get on this too. Listen. That's a lot better. I should have put it in the... too much work. Take my advice. Okay? If you and your girl are fighting, or you and your man, get her a rodeo burger. It works. My friend and his ex, they're ex now, but they dated like all the way through college. If it wasn't for the flame broil, I stopped with the onion rings and a barbecue sauce. They would have never had the budding romance. Yeah. In my head, that makes sense. Let me try this too. We got the Mountain Dew, 0 sugar, pitch black. I've tried it before. It's got like a berry citrus taste, but there's also like a hint of ginger, believe it or not, in here. And people were not complaining, but trying to bring it back. I don't really like Mountain Dew, like the OG, but they're like other flavors, Code Red, Code Blue, Code Black, Dubs. Dubs. But for those who didn't see it, enter a rodeo burger. That's what I do. Now, I don't know your relationship and how it works, but one of my biggest olive branches is and will always be food. Because even when I'm mad at you, if I'm dating you, I'm still like nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see you struggling to open like a jar in the kitchen and I'm mad. I'm not gonna say nothing. But I'm gonna open it for you. I'm like that dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm that guy. Like, I don't tolerate the BS. But if you're a real one, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's like a dumb fight, I mean, we got dumb fights in relationships, they happen. You gotta have dumb little spats, right? That's what I call them, spats, kerfluffles. Brouhaha. That's a word, bro, I swear. Anyway, I'm that guy, you know what I'm saying? I'm not someone toxic. Because you're gonna be mad at me. But you can't stay mad at me. Because I'm gonna start doing stuff like this to you until you crack a freaking smile. So toxic. Who am I arguing with? I'm toxic, bro. I look at it as keeping it spicy. Nobody likes a boring relationship. So, I always took pride in never being boring and being toxic in a weird, sometimes kind of adorable way. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Listen, this comes out in January. It's not out yet. That's why I don't even want to drink it, bro. I'm trying to like take sips of it to conserve because I actually really like it, but we move. As far as Burger King goes, they have some good things and some not so good things. I've always been open about that. But I do think the rodeo burger, for me, pound for pound, and onion rings, if you want like a value menu, Burger King's still a W in my eyes. I'm still upset about the chicken, but I'm toxic. So, we got food here. Finna do that. And a zesty sauce to me is still one of the best fast food condiments in the game. Again, this is my opinion. So, the next time I go back will be when they come out with something new. Still in a little bit of protest. But had to do it, had to try the sandwich. I think the sandwich is pretty good. I still think Wendy's is better because they got the mozzarella patty. Like, that's not perfect. But always get the chicken variety. They don't have a burger, they just have the chicken sandwich. But if you want to try it, I don't think you'll dislike it. But most people that I talk to don't necessarily pick Burger King before Wendy's. But if you're a Burger King person, I think you'll still enjoy it. The cheese needs a little work. But that's the video. Had a little story time. Impromptu rodeo burger saving relationships. It does. That should be on a t-shirt. In fact, I can't use rodeo burger. Can't use Burger King. We'll just say it. Rodeo burger saving relationships since the 2000s. I am King Shreds and I approve that message. But we'll be back tomorrow, man. More content. I love y'all. Our hand signs. They made it to YouTube.